wanted to explore this CALUMET Farms. This is their vintage reserve, 8-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's got a low proof. It's only 90 proof. I'm in this one, hoping to get some really good flavors out of it. It says it's less than 50 barrels. It's their batch size, and it has the batch number. It's a pretty bottle. I had my eye on this bottle for a while, and I bought it going back now a few weeks ago, so I don't remember exactly what I paid for it. It has it listed as a $50 bottle on the website right now, on my Pennsylvania liquor store website, but I don't think I paid that for it. I think I paid like 45 bucks for it. All right, so it has this pull top on it, and it has a cork. Looks like a real cork too. Kind of weak. It's a real cork though. Looks kind of yucky. Looks kind of moldy a little bit. Smells good. Let's get some in a glass. Weak cork, weak glug glug. All right, we're gonna let this air out just a few minutes here. Yeah, it gives you a lot of information, you know, being that it's 8 years old. And whiskey kind of, stuff like this, you're kind of looking at $10 a year when they give you an age statement. This could easily be an $80 bottle, and then you wouldn't be seeing it on this channel. So hopefully we get our money's worth out of it. But you can see at the bottom, they even give you the mash bill. It tells you how much corn, rye, what else they got in here, and malted barley. Yeah, corn, rye, and malted barley. So malted barley is like a caramely sort of a flavor. So we'll see what we get out of that. All right. Cigar has like an old world funk to it as well. That's hard to explain, but it's kind of funky. It kind of has like a dirty taste to it. Ooh, the retro. Whoa. You really get that woody flavor on the retro. A ton of it. All right, not gonna waste a lot of time. I'm gonna try this bourbon. Been excited about it for a while. It's cold. It's so cold out here that the quicker I drink it, the better anyway, I'm sure. Tried to bring it in from inside right before I was gonna do this video. Okay, so you can taste the age on that. It has like this sawdust, like woody taste that you don't get on young whiskeys like that. It's really sweet and caramely and like viscous. So it's a really pretty bottle. This product of Kentucky, and you can see the juice in there. It's pretty dark, and the juice is pretty thick, pretty viscous. Thought these two would go well together today, being that there's an estate on this one. Can't even see it. There it is. There's one. See the buildings? Just two old places, showcasing their oldness on their whiskey label and then their cigar band. So I just thought that was kind of neat. That's really the only thing that made me pair these together. I knew that proof was lower, only 90 proof, and that way, it would stay pretty sweet and wouldn't be hot. And then I knew this cigar is a full-bodied cigar because when I bought it, they told me that. Although, quite honestly, to me, this is more medium than full. I know we're an inch in, so I've said a lot about this stuff pretty quick, but it says handmade, imported on there. Yeah, it's good though. At this point, it seems like half the battle is just if a stick draws right, That's interesting, though. So the bottle says, bottled by Three Springs Bottling Company, Bowling Green, Kentucky, for Western Spirits. So I knew it was Kentucky juice in there, but that doesn't really tell me that it was distilled in Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky. Started out as a whiskey company and then went into horse racing. Then went back to whiskey. 2 Triple Crown winners, 8 Kentucky Derby winners, 8 Preakness winners. Wow. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. So their farm has 11 horses in the National Museum of the Racing Hall of Fame. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to like this, and I'm just gonna assume it's Kentucky juice because I want to like it. So far, I do, and I really just want to stick with Kentucky and Tennessee whiskeys for the most part. Kind of found my lane. It took me a few years to figure out what kind of whiskey I really enjoy, and those two areas seem to produce the ones I like the most. It's not hard to pick Kentucky as one of your favorite regions for whiskey. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You know, if you say Ohio, I'm gonna have some questions for you. Trying to stay away from the Pennsylvania whiskeys a little bit as well. I just think they're kind of thin and need some time to age. But yeah, this Calumet Farm, 8 years, and it says minimum age for the whiskey is 8 years, so could be even more in there. Could be even older stuff. Good color, like really good color. High corn, which makes it really sweet. And when you see that percentage of corn being 74, it tells you you're going to get some sweet juice out of that. The ash was fine on this stick, but I'm just going to ash it. What's your experience with Calumet Farm? Have you had anything from there? Did you ever hear of it before I was telling you about it and we were learning about it together? I never did. I'm sure if they have 11 horses in the Racing Hall of Fame that they're some kind of big deal. There is a horse on the bottle too, a horse and a jockey, which I didn't notice. I didn't notice that before, but there is one there. See it in the middle? So, yeah, pretty cool. So far, so good. The whiskey's too cold out here, just like me. It's freezing. And that takes away some of the flavor. It dulls it down, I think, just like when you put ice on it. They'll tell you, if you drink something on the rocks, it calms it down quite a bit, and you're obviously watering down the proof. There's no problem here with any of that stuff except the fact that it's so cold that it's almost dumbing down the whiskey just because it's freezing out here. So later on tonight, when I have it inside for a while and it warms back up, I'll taste it then too. And if I find anything more than what I talked about, which was basically just wood and a caramel bomb, caramel, vanilla, and a lot of wood. But if anything else comes out, I will put it in the description.